welcome to the show. We start with hello, and welcome back to another episode of Phiphteen or 50 Minutes with Phedre. So, today I have my good friend Mary Jane with me in this chat.
Don't worry, it's legal where I live. It's legal in your hizzy. It's legal in your hizzy, in your property.
But yeah, so this week's topic, this week's wonder for this video is healing. So I haven't yet posted a video where I kind of outline all of the different programs that I have, because I actually have like a lot of different like little series. Yeah, and part of the reason why I haven't done that yet is because I'm not sticking to my own schedule, and that's really part of my mission at the moment, to try to get a lot more efficient in terms of time. And it's like, bitch, you study journalism, you know deadlines. Yeah, but then like I got backed up like 2 weeks ago, or even more, and then ever since that backup, everything just went, and I'm just like, I just keep on getting more. So this video is meant to be for last week, and this week's well, it's actually, at the time I'm going to be posting this video is meant to be for 2 weeks ago, and the video of this week, at the time I am filming it, is going to be posted, well, next week as well, but just a week later also. But whatever. So at the moment, I'm just kind of like, you know what, let me not tell you when to expect things, because I don't want you to expect and then not get. I'm not someone who enjoys false promises, so I'm not going to give you one. Yeah. Okay, so healing is the topic of this video. And so the way that I wanted to approach the topic of healing is specifically from the point of view of vulnerability and the point of view of forgiving yourself, because the way that I see it essentially is that, okay, there's many things that fall into the process of healing. But as I see it, one of the key things when it comes to healing is to admit, recognize your problem, or recognize your vulnerability, recognize your fear, admit to it. It's always about ownership and truth and clarity and identification of that which ails you, and allowance of that which ails you. So allowing it to hurt you and not blocking the pain, not blocking the truth of what's coming through, because it's not helpful. You're not dealing with the situation by blocking it. You need to let yourself feel the pain, and you need to understand where it's coming from and where it's going to and what it's affecting and how it's affecting it. Because those are pretty much, that painful area is the area that's also your potential area. And the things that hurt you give you the potential to free yourself up
for what will nourish you. Yeah, so this is just like, one aspect, I guess, of the whole, I was just looking at the time, like, okay, almost 5.
Identifying the thing, identifying what it is that you're supposed to be getting out of healing from this. So what's the counterpart? Yeah, what's the diametrical opposition of this pain?
The best version of it. Yeah. So if this pain had to feel really good, what would it look like? And you're meant to steer into the skid of that pain and not be like, oh no, I don't want to, blah blah. But you can take your time, but you have to allow it.
And this whole thing of like, now, me saying, you can take your time and stuff. I'm saying this because I'm essentially speaking to the person who beats themselves up for not doing it right. Yeah, and for not getting it right and not getting it right away and not living up to their own expectations and other things, not living up to expectations and blah blah. So this is now the second part of this is the second part of what I wanted to say about healing, and which is pretty much managing your expectations. And when I talk about managing your expectations, when most people, okay, when I say most people, I'm speaking about it from the point of view of like the narratives that you are fed from so many forms of media, and like the prevailing narrative when people speak about managing your expectations, it's always about dampening enthusiasm and dampening optimism and pretty much telling you that you're kind of a fool for believing that something good could turn out from a situation. So that's often like the thing that, yeah, that I read mostly from managing your expectations, and even in conversations with people, this is always the glass half empty perspective that's taken from that phrase. So, but like when I speak about when I speak about managing expectations in terms of healing yourself, and I mean ultimately you want to try to make yourself the most versatile, emotionally intelligent person that you can be. So not just in one situation, so you haven't just healed yourself for that one situation that hurt you. You've found essentially the key to heal yourself for everything, no matter what it is, no matter what shape it comes in, no matter what the given circumstances. You've tapped into your constant thing, your constant healer, your constant whatever. And all this is a part of, being woke, knowing yourself. The more you know your holistic instrument, the more you know the things, you know its rules, you know how it functions. So pretty much like when I'm speaking about managing your expectations, it's really about knowing yourself and knowing how you react to things and knowing why you react a certain way and knowing that the world around you will not necessarily react the way that you want, but forgiving yourself in the instances when you have those moments of hope or when you want something to go a certain way and it doesn't go that way, and so on and so forth. So you don't face your own emotions and say, well, it was silly of me to think that because it didn't work out that way.
Life is not just like that. Things aren't just gonna work out the way you want.
Because that attitude of,
it's just the way life is and blah blah blah. Everyone has problems.
It's a very dismissive attitude. It's dismissive. It's supposed to it makes pessimistic people feel better about the fact that they don't really have to deal with their issues and try to find a better day. But it doesn't actually allow. But that's pretty much, I've just said it right there. Yeah. You don't actually deal with your issues in order to try to find a better day. It's a weak attitude. It's easy because then you don't actually have to deal with your disappointment. Well, whatever. Life just sucks. And as someone who has a huge self-deprecating and like, what do you call it? I'm like a melancholy streak. I do that a lot. but it's kind of just like something that I do as a quick defense mechanism when I'm pissed off. But I know that I'm still going to deal with the actual situation, and I know that I'm still going to acknowledge the fact that, you know what, I'm actually deep down truly and always a very optimistic person, and I'm always hoping for the best, and I'm always moving towards the best and towards having the best and blah blah. I'm putting that energy out there and trying to make sure that my actions are also moving towards that. And so when something doesn't work out, something doesn't work out, it upsets me and I'm really hurt and blah blah and all that stuff. And it's easy to just be like, oh, whatever, whatever, life sucks and da da da. But I'm still good. But like I said, I acknowledge that. I acknowledge every single thing that hurts me. I acknowledge that, I wanted it to work out and it didn't work out. And it sucks that it didn't work out. And it would have been better if it had worked out. But it doesn't work out this time. It didn't work out this time. Okay, why didn't it work out this time? Because X, Y, Z, that. I can accept that reality. I can accept that this is a thing. And even if I can't accept that, it is a thing, so I have to accept that anyway. Okay, fine. Okay. But I am allowed to feel the way that I feel now because I'm a human being who wants something to work out for me and this did not, so blah blah. So essentially it's taking care of yourself the way that someone that you would want to be supportive towards you, supportive of you, yeah, to take care of you. You would like them to, acknowledge how hurt you feel in a certain moment, to baby that thing, to nurture them, to allow it to feel safe while moving forward. Yeah. So I guess when it comes to healing, those are the really big things that I really want to speak about. Identify what hurts you and identify it fully. Like, really acknowledge every step of it and don't pretend. So a big part of it is really acknowledging your insecurities, acknowledging certain things that you might not want to acknowledge. But the thing is, when you acknowledge that, you feel a lot better, and then you can also de-vilify. You remove the intimidating factor of what it is that makes you feel insecure by just saying it and allowing yourself to also forgive yourself for having this insecurity, and then allowing yourself to know that you can move past this, that you don't have to, and then also allowing yourself to know that if you choose to remain with this, you accept it,
They're really just being aware of what it is, of where you stand in relation to how you feel.
That it really is a big essence of healing, because this is something that I will be speaking about in a later series of videos that I'm going to be doing, pretty much acting and the rules of acting. But yeah, one of the key things about acting and performance, whether you're doing it on stage, the fictional stage, or the stage of life, and this is something that you're probably familiar with, it's just about setting an objective, and that just means knowing what it is that you want. So I'm sure you're familiar with that. So emotionally, it's the same thing. Know what it is that you want from yourself emotionally, and then just check in with that whenever you are struggling with your emotions and with healing. Are you falling in line with what you emotionally want for yourself?
Good.
Work on it. Oh, wait. So, thanks. And welcome to the show where we say goodbye. Ha ha. Oh, 15. Look at that.